Hello. Today we are working in Unit 3 of our book, Play Piano Now. Unit 3 introduces us to the staff. On page 32, we learn about the lines on the staff. And as we can see, there are 5 lines on a staff and 4 spaces. The treble clef is the first clef we learn about. For the treble clef, we usually play the notes with the right hand, and the notes pertain to these keys up here. So let's go ahead and learn about the notes for the treble clef. We see here on this page the lines and spaces for the treble clef. The lines, as you have learned in your lesson, are E, G, B, D, and F. The spaces are F, A, C, and E. The mnemonic to memorize these letters are every good boy does fine. And there's face in the space. Spells out the word face. So, to read the notes on the staff, we need to be able to understand those note names. So, let's, after having practiced writing the treble clef and the bass clef, we will learn about playing notes as they pertain to the keyboard. So, you should have received a sheet that tells you which notes pertain to which keys. For the note of C. C, middle C, is written like this. It's a dot with a stem or a little line coming through it. This note is C, or middle C. The next note is D. Then we have E, F, G, A, B, and then finally C. So once we are able to learn all of those notes for the treble clef and the notes that pertain to the bass clef are G, B, D, F, A, C, E, G. And those notes are G, B, D, F, A, C, E, G. Please memorize the sheet that I've sent that have the notes on the staff for both treble clef and bass clef. Then practice the other video that I have created called Lines and Spaces on the piano for bass clef and treble clef. So now let's go ahead and go on to page number 34, reading notes on the bass clef. So we see there that the first step for learning music is to clap and count the rhythm. So we're going to clap and count the rhythm. Each note is a quarter note for written exercise away from the keyboard. It says there to circle each F in the bass clef. After having done so, practice reading the F in the bass clef, placing your left hand in C position and playing F. What you could also do is play all the notes on the staff. F, C, D, F, G, F, E, D, C, F, G, F, F. And the same thing applies to page number 35. Identify the G by circling it, then play the note as you, or say the note as you play it. G, E, G, C, D, E, F, G, F, G, D, G, G. Very good. Notice in write and play exercise, there is a keyboard with notes on the staff below it. These are the 5 notes of C position. C, D, E, F, G. For number 1 and 2, write the note name below the note, below each half note or quarter note first. Then, after clapping the rhythm, play, and clapping and saying the note name, play and say the note. Let's go to that step now. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, G, F, E, D, C, D, E, F, 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 G, F. Release. Number 2, the step for saying and playing the note name. F, E, 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 D, G, E, F, E, E, D, E, G, G, E, D. So we can see these notes really don't spell anything out. They're just nonsense notes. But they are notes to help us practice playing notes on the staff. For page 35, let's go to write and play exercise. Please write the note names first. Then clap the rhythm, clap and count, then clap and say the note name, then clap and say the note name, or play and say the note name. Let's go to that step now. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, F, E, D, C, D, E, F, G, G, C, E, G, C. Release. And number 2. G, E, F, E, E, D, E, D, G, E, F, E, E, D. These are good introductory exercises to help us play with the staff. Now, this exercise has us writing the note names below the notes, but eventually there will come a time where we will not be able to always write the note names below the notes. We will eventually have to memorize the note names on the staff and play with notes alone. So please practice these pages. Remember to go over the steps, clap and count the rhythm, clap and say the note name, then play and say the note name, and then try to play without saying anything at all. Remember to say the notes in your mind, always counting to 4 to begin. Well, good luck, and we hope to see you at next lesson and prepared for these 2 pages.